Can you believe we're this deep into the NFL season? We got to make every second count. With DraftKings Sportsbook, you can make the most out of every game day. Bet on your favorite teams for a shot at winning big bucks. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting $5 on any matchup. Get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the app now. Use code Shannon. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on the NFL. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite sports uncle, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Cincinnati Bengal legend, Ring of Famer, the guy who's delusional and actually think his 05 Bengals could beat the 98 Broncos, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you so much for getting us, Ocho. We're now at 416,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You hit it, and you make sure you hit that like button. And do us a favor. Make sure you hit that. If you follow us, drop us a review. But please make sure your review corresponds with the likes. You can't say we're your favorite podcast. You bust out laughing, Unc and Ocho, we're your favorite, and then give us a 1 star. So please make sure the review goes along with the star with the rating. And if you don't like us, give us a 1 star. Go ahead.
Nah, ain't nobody. I mean, how could you not like us? We're talking about our life experience. We talk about sports. We talk about things that we've been through in life, and most of the things that we talk about, it should be relatable to everybody. Yeah. Everybody. So there should be no reason why we should have a 1 star. Just pretend like we drive an Uber, and we're offering and giving you guys excellent service.
I think the thing is, Ocho, also is that, sometimes, you have these perceptions of athletes or celebrities or entertainers or famous people, and you think they've lived this perfect life. And what we try to do is try to peel back the layer or open the curtains to let you know that Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, Ochocinco, we haven't been perfect. We've made some mistakes in our lives. But what we try to do is to show you that even through our most imperfections, you can come out on the positive side on the other side. So don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. Please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And thank you again. We've also pinned the Shea by Laportier link at the top of the chat. Thank you. With the holidays right around the corner, make sure you go ahead and order yourself one or a bottle for someone special. Ocho, we're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to start with the Lakers at Pelicans. The Lakers dominate the Pels 133-89. LeBron James, 30 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds on 75% field goals, 100% from the three-point line, 100% from the free throw line. And he did that in 22 and a half minutes. Let this sink in for a second. The man is probably less than 3 weeks away from his 39th birthday, and he scored 30 points in a game, the quickest in franchise history. It's the quickest someone has scored. Think about all the great players that have donned that Lakers uniform. Kobe, Magic, Shaq, Wilt, Micah. AD, Pau Gasol, James Worthy. Who's the other guy? Connie Hawk. Who was that? Played with Jerry West. Elgin Baylor. That's who it was. Elgin Baylor. Nobody has scored 30 points in a Lakers uniform faster than what LeBron James did tonight, and the man is 38 years of age. Watch this game. What were some of your takeaways from the game, Ocho?
I mean, obviously, my takeaway was obviously LeBron. It's a testament to what he's done and how he's taken care of his body throughout the years. And I heard some comments that he made about Father Time being undefeated. And he's wanting to be the first one to give Father Time his loss based on his performance tonight in such a short amount of time in a game that is of some significance, being that the money that is on the line, unbelievable. I mean, words can't describe. There's a reason he has the chosen one tattooed on him. There's a reason why we call him the king, and he's living up to the hype. He's lived up to the hype and exceeded the expectations since he came out of high school, entering the NBA. He is 38 years old, getting ready to be 39, and doing things that 20-something-year-olds do on a consistent basis. The funny thing about it, is most of the time, as you get older, you have your ups and your downs. You decline a little bit. You get to see small discrepancies in your game. Nothing. I haven't seen a weakness in LeBron's game to this point, and for him to be able to play at a high level this late in the game, getting ready to be 39, is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then the question to me, it comes in, is it the fact that he is such an imposing figure, that he's that much more physically gifted than everybody else? Is he the best dribbler there is? Is he the best shooter there is? No, I think he just all around probably the best basketball player I've ever witnessed in general. And I don't even watch the game of basketball like that. Just based on the little bit that I do know, he is fucking great at what he does.
I think the biggest thing, Ocho, is that when you look at it, your best players are your hardest workers. Let's take the NBA. Michael Jordan, one of your hardest workers. Kobe Bryant, one of your hardest workers. Larry Bird, one of your hardest workers. Magic Johnson, one of your hardest workers. You go to football, you look at the Peyton Manning, you look at the Tom Brady's, you look at the guys that were talented. Now, when we look at quarterbacks, we don't look at them as talented, but their mind is one thing. But to stay on top of that and to continuously work, there is really no off season for those guys because they're spending countless hours, even breaking down tape when there's no game to play on Sunday. And so I think that's the biggest thing with LeBron. Yes, I mean, 6'9", 260 pounds, and he's able, I mean, he has Karl Malone body, but he can handle the ball like a Magic Johnson. God didn't create very many of those. That's a one-of-one. You know how like the Mona Lisa? That's a one-of-one. The Sistine Chapel, that's a one-of-one. LeBron James is a one-of-one. But the amount of money and the amount of time and the amount of energy that he spends on his body and the time that he spends to be great. Because the thing that I tell people all the time, when you are a great player and you start to age, they don't compare you to great players that you're playing against now. They compare you to your younger self. That's what they do with the greatness. That's when you know you're great. When they compare you at 38 to when you was 27, to when you was 30. And that's what they do with LeBron. And you're absolutely right. And I'm not saying that I was a great player like LeBron, but in my spirit, as I started to age, Ocho, what I couldn't do is to give you the back-to-back 100, 125 touchdown, 2 touchdown games. I could give you one in September, might throw another one in there in October, might could get you 2 in November. But if I skip November, best believe one was coming in December. I just couldn't give you those games back to back to back to back. But LeBron James, if you look at him, Ocho, I mean, he's averaging 26, 27 points a game, and he's shooting at a higher percentage than he's ever shot before. At 38, he can still get to the basket. He can still locomotive, but the jump shot, it seems like it's a little pure. Tonight, he was perfect from the three-point line, and it was him because they got up to the fast start. The Pelicans will it down. They come up. They take a lead. He checks back in the game in the second quarter.
It was a wrap.
He took off.
He took off. Yeah.
But he hears. See, the thing what people, when athletes say, I don't even listen to the media. You might not, but guess what? You got a homeboy that does. Your wife or significant other does. Your parents do.
Yeah.
So he heard what they said. Oh, I think B.I. and Zion are a better duo than AD and LeBron. I think Zion has a higher upside at this stage. Bruh, you don't get great without being able to draw down and summons it up. Because when you tell me somebody better than me, I got to show you that they're not.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's crazy. So, and also I have another question. Like the play-in tournament, they're playing extremely well. Obviously, the Lakers have to play the Pacers coming up. You know when they play?
They play Saturday. They play this Saturday. You know, Vegas ain't that far from LA. There's a strong possibility. Strong possibility.
Right. You got 2 tickets. You going? You got 2 tickets?
Hell, I don't even know if I got one yet.
Oh, okay. Let me know.
You John on over there too?
I mean, yeah, they got a Spirit flight for I already looked it up. They got a Spirit flight for $234, and I can get there. I got to make a stop, but I ain't worried about making no stop as long as I get there.
The Spirit of the Lord be with you on that flight. Bless your heart.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. But what I wanted to ask you though, from a basketball standpoint, obviously with them being in playing and LeBron playing to the magnitude that he is, he at his age, do you think he can keep that up, or will AD at some point have to come in and do what LeBron said at the beginning, saying this is his team? This is his team. At what point will AD play like that and stop the inconsistent roller coaster week in and week out and provide some type of consistency where, you know what, LeBron can take a night off and AD can take over and get that 26, 11, and 5, or whatever it is he should be doing as good as he is.
I think the thing is, Ocho, is that what we've seen is that we look at the Lakers just this year, not going back any further than just this year. They're a different team when LeBron's on the court than when he's not. It's just, remember how I said a great quarterback gives you that comfort level that you don't hope, you expect? That's what he does.
Right.
He's the calming effect. He's the medicine. He's, no matter how helter-skelter it gets, no matter how big a lead the opposing team got, well, we got that guy. And we know he can catch fire. And we saw him tonight hit 3 threes in a row, drive the basketball. And now everybody's like, hold on. He can do that? We know he can drive the basketball. We know he can get down on the block and command the ball. But now he's shooting threes. What chance do we got? Because if we hug up on him, he's going to go by us. If we lay off on him, he's going to shoot the 3 on us. So now, and he had 8 assists. So, and no turnovers. So now, not only is he scoring, he's making it easier for everybody else to score. You look at AD, 16 and 15. Austin Reeves, 17, 5 and 7. Torian Prince, 15 points, 5 of 8 from 3. D'Lo, 14 points. Rui, 12 points. When you get that kind of balanced scoring, and you can get LeBron to go for 30, and he doesn't even seem to work up a sweat. Now, it's not going to be easy, because I don't know if you watched the earlier game. I watched Indiana take apart. I mean, they took them apart, the Bucks. And the Bucks got, you know, we know what they got. They got Greek Freak and they got Dame Lillard. But Tyrese Halliburton is on another planet. Because not only is he giving you 27, 30 points on a nightly basis, he's giving you 13, 14 assists on a nightly basis and minimal turnovers. We've seen guys give you 12, 13 assists, but they somehow sprinkle in 4, 5, 6 turnovers. He had 15 to 16 assists tonight, 0 turnovers. The same thing the other night. So when you get that kind of point total, you get that kind of assist total, and the guy isn't turning the ball over, they're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be hard to beat, and they play at a pace because they're young. Ocho, you remember when you were young? You could run all day. Boy, get back outside and play. Okay. Ooh, boy, stop slamming that damn screen, though. What's wrong with you? But you Ocho, you right back outside. You run. How many games could you run if you play basketball? We play basketball. I could run 10, 8, 9, 10 games in a row. All day. All day. We play football. We running up and down in the fields, and we running up and down the road. When you young, you can do that, and that's what they got. Them young legs over there. So the Lakers are going to have to be careful not to get in a up and down game with these young guys. Now the thing that
so they got to slow the game down. And
nobody can slow the pace down like LeBron. LeBron's going to make you play at his pace. If he wants to get up and down, he will get up and down. If he don't,
he will.
Give me the ball, and you're going to play. Hey, we're going to play in the half court set, and that's what you have to do to beat a team like this. You know, people are But let me tell you something, Ocho. This is what I've learned and taking the temperature of social media. Now, you know, the play-in tournament ain't going to mean anything if LeBron win it. Kind of like the bubble championship. Now, if somebody else had...
Wait, whoa. Why didn't it mean anything? If they having a play-in tournament, they having a play-in tournament for a reason.
Because it's LeBron. We've got to find another way to minimize anything that he accomplished. Remember when he won the bubble?
Okay.
Oh, the bubble.
Right.
Oh, so what did he... What advantage did he have?
No fans.
What advantage did he have that the other teams didn't have? They found out, okay, we're going to play. We're going to have a championship. We're going to go down to Orlando because the circumstances require us to be in a quarantine setting. Hey, everybody's going to go down there. You're going to get quarantined and you're going to be in this bubble. Everybody's going to have to stay down here. Hey, when you lose, you're gone. But as long as you win, so everybody was under the same situation. Oh, but it's cubic zirconia. Now, the moment if LeBron James were to win this, oh man, that wasn't worth nothing. Why? But if somebody else win it, oh, Kobe would have won. Jordan would have won. This one would have won.
Right.
You got to do whatever you can to try to minimize the man's greatness. But because he's been great for so long, and not just great, we're talking about historically. We're talking about transcendent or transcendental. That's how great he's been. We got to try to, instead of appreciating it, And sometimes we don't really appreciate things until it's gone. We've all been in relationships. We took advantage of that person's kindness and even what she was doing or what he was doing. And then when they left, you realize how special that person was. And everybody isn't necessarily replaceable, because we have that mindset, oh, I just go find me someone else.
Yeah, baby. No, it ain't like that. And the funny thing about it, and it goes in not just relationships, just in life in general, when you meet people, friends, sometimes even family. And when it comes to sports figures like LeBron, or you think of the Jerry Rices and let me see some of the great quarterbacks. You think those players are replaceable. Other great players will come along, but those type of players, you have to appreciate them while you're here, because what LeBron is doing and what LeBron has
you may
done
never see it again.
The past 2020, you may never see anything like that again. Now, you might get some close. You might get some phenoms. Might get some unbelievable freaks of nature that play the game of basketball. But what he has been able to accomplish since reaching the NBA, coming out of high school, I don't think we'll ever see anything to that magnitude, especially this consistent for so long.
But here's the thing. Normally, guys that played this long, they were big. Kareem, they were Robert Parrish, there was Kevin Willis, there was Dirk Nowitzki. They weren't athletic like LeBron. They weren't required to run the show like LeBron. You look at BC, Vince Carter, although he played a long time, most of these guys came off the bench. LeBron James is a starter. He's playing 33 to 35 minutes on a nightly basis. Some nights he's playing 38 to 40 minutes on a nightly basis. And he's giving you 27.
Yeah.
He ain't giving you 7. He ain't giving you 2. He's just not, well, I'm just holding on. He's playing at a level that if I didn't tell you his age, you wouldn't know his age. No, it's the situation, Ocho, we were talking about. Everything is replaceable. I remember my aunt, I ain't gonna say her name, rest her soul, but she broke up with a boyfriend. And my grandmother really liked this guy. Guy would go to church. He picked my aunt up, take her, bring her when she needs something. He would get it. She broke up with him. And my grandma said, well, I don't know why you broke up with him.
Right.
She said, Mama, they plenty fish in the sea. My granny said, yeah, but you might not catch them.
But that's a good one. That's a good one. And so, I know that happened to a lot of people, especially a lot of women that feel that is one thing about it. I'm just short tidbit, really, to bounce off what we're talking about people being replaceable, and always thinking with women. Sometimes when women are with certain individuals, you get so much attention from other men. You get so much attention from other men, you lose sight of what you got at home sometimes. And the funny thing about it is everybody wants you. Everybody wants you when you're not their responsibility. Everybody loves you when they're not your responsibility. And the minute you free up and you can become his responsibility, oh no, they don't want you no more. They don't want you no more.
Ocho, and I'm not telling you something someone told me. I'm telling you what I know.
Yes, sir.
Nothing makes you feel better than a new set of eyes. You see, when she's looking at you, it doesn't feel the same as if the woman walking across the street and she turn back and look at you.
Yeah.
Or she don't, and she give you that smile. Hey, how you doing? There's nothing like that. And so you have to be careful, because I've been in situations that I'm like, oh, okay. You think your boy like that? You like all this? You like 250 built like a brick outhouse. Yeah. But the same thing that the one that you're with is telling you, it doesn't sound as good to the ears as the one over there.
The funny thing about it is, like, I meant, this is so funny. Me and Real, we talked about this earlier today. It's so funny when Real tell a kid something over and over and over and over and over and over, and the fact that they always hear a voice, they listen, but they don't do it right away. But then when they hear from somebody else that they don't hear from all the time, and I got to say it one time, and it get done right away. Yes. It's somewhat of the same concept and same analogy when you're hearing it from the same person all the time, hearing it from your man. I'm just being honest. When you're hearing it from your man, and you're hearing it from your girlfriend or your boyfriend, oh, you look good. Oh, you look beautiful in that dress. Oh, you look gorgeous today. But to hear it from a different voice that you don't hear from all the time, it hits different. No matter what anybody says, it just does. It's human nature. It's natural. There's no need to shy from it. I mean, it is what it is.
my kids just say, "Well, Daddy, you keep complaining, you keep asking us to do stuff over and over." I said, "I wouldn't nag you if you did it the first time. It only becomes nagging because I got to ask your ass over and over,
over and over." Yeah.
But then I got to the point that I realized my kids really is like their moms. It was, I don't know what it is, because my voice projects, it carries, and so when I say something the first time,
it'll get done.
The first time is thunder. The next time was lightning.
Right.
So I ain't finna keep telling you. I ain't finna tongue wrestle with you all night. I tell you one time, that's it.
Right.
So, because my grandfather always said, "Boy, you never ration with a child. You never have to explain yourself to a child. You told the child to do something. That's it." Well, why? Boy, my grandfather would lose his mind.
Hearing why?
What? A child ask question an adult, why we going here? Why we doing this? Why we got to eat that?
Right.
Man, Barney Porter didn't play that. Mary Porter didn't play that.
Right.
And if Granny said something, it was the same as Papa said something, because we already know if Papa ever came home and Granny said, "Barney, you know them boys," it was over. It wasn't no question to ask Mary, what did they do? What did they say? Barney, you know them boys ain't. It's over. If he came home and one of them girls, Barney ain't play that. So I learned early on to do something right the first time. And so whether he said it or she said it, it didn't matter. It was all coming from one. And there was no, well, go ask your granny. If he said, go ask Mary, Granny, and she said no, don't go back to him because he's in earshot. It meant no. And if she said, well, I don't know, you need to go ask Barney. I mean, why would I even go back to Granny if he said no?
Right. You already know what it is.
They were in straight lines with that. So the Lakers advanced to the first ever in-season tournament. The winner will get $500,000, which is a lot of money to a lot of these guys. Now, LeBron James is doing like $130 million on and off the court. 500,000. But it's the fact it's a competition.
Yeah.
When I shoot pool, when I roll dice, I'm rolling dice. I used to roll dice with guys. Bro, what is $20 to me if I hit a lick? Nothing. But it was the fact it's competition.
I got,
and I don't want you to beat me.
Right.
So that's how these guys looking at it. Some of these guys, excuse me, making $50, $60 million, it ain't gonna do nothing. But what about the guy that's on a non-guaranteed contract?
Yeah.
What about the guy that's on a two-way contract?
Yeah.
$500,000 is gonna do a lot for him.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And so now you're thinking about it, because that's how we thought we go into the playoffs. Now all of a sudden, guys get in that pool. So now the practice squad guys, they're gonna get salaries for an extra week, or an extra 2 weeks, or an extra 3 weeks, or they're going to get part of the Super Bowl money, the playoff money. I thought about things like that. The coaches, now all of a sudden, they get some of that playoff money, because you're not making, I mean, unless you're Coach Belichick or Pete Carroll, some of these coaches that's making $7, $8, $10, $15 million. But for the most part, not when I was playing, Ocho. Coaches didn't make that kind of bread.
Right.
So that was good. And so I thought about that. And plus the workers, the trainers, the equipment staff. Now all of a sudden, because we always took up money, and I always gave a large sum of money because I appreciated them, and I know that's their job.
Right.
Is to, if you're an athletic trainer, to take my ankles, to make sure I'm healthy and get back on the field. I understand the equipment manager is to make sure my uniform is clean and hung up in my locker and all of that stuff. And I understood it was the janitorial, the custodial services, and the people that prepare. I got all of that, Ocho. I understood that, but it was just something in me. Because I was fortunate. God looked down on me and said, you know what? You're going to be a football player. And I'm going to give you discipline. I'm going to give you determination. And I'm going to give you dedication.
Right.
But in return for that, I need you to pay it back. And so that's how I thought about it, Ocho. That's just me. Now, everybody some people give $40 something, and I'm fine. Just give what you can.
Right.
Just give what you can. But, the guys that made, we was making $3, $4 million back then. What's $5,000? What's $10,000 to a guy that's making that kind of money?
You right.
The Patriots beat the Steelers 21-18. It's the first time in NFL history the Steelers, which is a team that was 500 or better, have lost consecutive weeks to teams that was under 500 by at least 8 games.
Yeah.
In the second start of the season, Bailey Zappi completed 19 of 28 passes, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He made some plays for the Patriots that we haven't seen their quarterbacks make this year. But the team didn't score in the second half and only had 1 drive that gained more than 20 yards. Steelers are in it. What when you watch this game, Ocho, what did you take away from it?
When I watched the game, I tried to understand for the life of me, how was Mac Jones starting this long? How was Mac? I mean, no disrespect to him. How was Mac Jones starting this long when the Patriots offense looked like a completely different offense that I haven't seen since Mac Jones has been the starter?
Right.
What I saw in the first half from Bailey Zappi, goddamn, he 14 for 21 for 196 and 3 touchdowns in the first half. Well, obviously, I don't know what happened in the second half. They let off the gas a little bit,
right?
Obviously, with the creativity in the play calling, and allow the Steelers to come back into the game. But listen, there's your future right there. There's your future right there, because the offense looked completely different. We in week what? 13? We in week 13,
yes,
right?
Yes.
We in week 13. I ain't seen what I just saw from the Patriots all year long. And all of a sudden, Bailey Zappi's in his second start, and they look like a completely different team that allowed the play calling defensively to operate at its own manner, allow Belichick and Jabril Peppers and them boys do what they need to do. And the offense did what it needed to do. Obviously, the Steelers tried to come back late. There was a 4th and 2. I think the first 4th and 2, I think they should have went for it, that they didn't go for it. Obviously, analytics saying you should. Whatever, I'm not sure why Mike Tomlin chose not to go for it. This is a game that they needed to win, if I'm not mistaken. I think they really needed this game, so they didn't fall behind. But other than that, I mean, kudos to the Patriots. They won. I mean, they 3-10. It's nothing to goddamn hoop and holler.
I don't think they ain't going nowhere.
Ain't nothing to hoop and holler about. But still, it was a little promise. It was a little promising for them from an offensive standpoint, because the one problem that they've always had is a quarterback position and turning the goddamn ball over all the damn time, even though Zappi had an interception.
Check this out, Ocho. Should Marvin Harrison stay or should he go? Marvin Harrison, Ohio State. I think he's a junior.
Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Junior. Check this out. Hold on. Has allegedly been offered NIL deals that would rival first-round draft pick money to keep him at Ohio State for the 2024 season. People actually think he should take it. Dez Bryant tweeted. Can we pull up? Give me Dez Bryant's tweet. Hold up. Let me read what Dez said.
Okay.
Someone trending top of Marvin Harrison Jr. says he hadn't made a decision on declaring for the NFL draft yet, but he could stay at Ohio State because of the desire to beat Michigan and win the Big Ten championship.
Okay.
Dez Bryant tweeted, because of the NIL deal, I would love for him to enjoy his college career and do something that's never been done. College football is more fun than the NFL these days. I tweeted, I said, Dez, stop giving these kids this bad information. This is what, last year, the number 1 pick in the draft got $24.8 million to sign.
Yes, sir.
The number 2 pick got $23.6 million to sign. The number 3 pick got $22.8 million to sign. That's to put your name on an NFL contract. That's the money they got. The 4th pick in the draft got $21.9 million to sign. The 5th pick in the draft got $20.4 million. If I'm not mistaken, I think the number 1 overall pick got about $40 million. Fully guaranteed. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bryce Young, his entire contract is fully guaranteed at $40 million.
Right.
But by coming out, guess what it does? It gets you closer. Marvin Harrison being to a wide receiver, it gets him closer to that $150, $200 million contract that he signs after his rookie contract. And because football is such a high risk sport, you would be foolish. I give you that. You remember Marcus Latimer, the guy from South Carolina that had a first round grade that tore his knee?
The running back. That tore coming through the hole. I remember.
Boom.
Yeah.
So for me, it makes Ocho, let's just say for the sake of argument, there's a finance student. Pick any college you want to go.
Right.
He's a junior. He's a sophomore. And JP Morgan comes to him and says, son, you know what? We really like what you do. You are head and shoulders above anybody in your class. We're willing to give you somewhere between $1 million and $3 million annually to take this job at JP Morgan. Now, what do you think the average college student is going to do? He's going to take the money because you go to college to earn a degree to make money. So somebody wants to speed the ladder up. Somebody wants you to make the money first. Right. And then I saw people say, well, NFL will be there. Where the hell college going? These colleges have been around longer than the NFL.
Yeah.
You could always go back to school and get a degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think you forget about the money part, in which they're trying to entice him to stay for another year. They're trying to pay him NIL money that will rival that of first round money. I'm not sure if
NIL ain't guaranteeing no 20, 30 million.
Yeah, I would just get ready to say that. Are they going to guarantee him that kind of money? Because he would be probably the second pick. He's the best receiver in the country.
I believe he'll be at least top 5. I believe he'll be at top 5.
Yes. He ain't going past 3.
But I'm just saying that's top 5, Ocho.
Okay, my bad. I'm just saying top 3. Don't even say 5. Top 3.
But I'm saying top 5. Normally when they top 5 picks.
Right.
So that's why I just listed the guaranteed money that the top 5 picks got. I think most people suspect that Caleb Williams would be the number 1 overall pick because he plays the quarterback position.
Right.
But you need to stop because you got to stop telling these kids this because the risk factor with the NFL is just too great. We've seen guys. I mean, it's a different ball game. You rupture your Achilles in college. You tear an ACL in college. It's different. It's difficult to make up that lost revenue.
Right.
So first of all, they're already looking for a reason not to give you your money.
Oh, always.
He injury prone.
Yeah.
This or that. Yeah. Bro, get your money because of the rookie scale. It's not Ocho. When you came into the league, rookies, I remember Sam Bradford got $50 million. Never played it down, got $50 million.
Sam Bradford got $50 million?
$50 million off the rip.
From the Rams?
He was the last one that got the deal because what the owners did, see, let me tell you how the owners got slick. They went to the players and say, man, we don't think players that's never played a down should get that kind of money that's making Peyton Manning and all these guys type money. Right. What we want to do is put a rookie pay scale in, and then we can take care of the vets. What they do, Ocho? Put a rookie pay scale in and then cut the vets. See how they fooled them?
Yeah. Mind games.
Listen,
and it's chess. It's chess, not checkers.
Fail for it. Hook, line, and sinker. No, I want everybody to get what the market will bear.
Yeah.
If I go to JP Morgan, if I go to one of these brokers' house and they want to pay me top dollar, who am I to say, well, you know what? This is my first first job. You know what? I don't think I'm worth but like 250,000. Or I don't think I'm worth but 100,000. No.
Right. But I have a question.
Sure.
Now you got to understand this is a Power 5 school. Ohio State probably have some of the most wealthy boosters that there are. Yeah. There is.
Yes.
Now, depending on how true the facts are about them rivaling the money that he get as a rookie going in, do you think it's possible that the boosters could all come together and actually pay equivalent to what he would get as a rookie?
They could. But what happens?
So what would be your choice if it is that? I'm just curious to hear your opinion. My opinion would be to go. My opinion would be to leave. I'm trying to listen. As a kid, pinnacle, childhood dream, son of the great Marvin Harrison. You know where I'm going. I'm out of there. But I'm just saying, if the money that from the NIL deal rivals that of what he would get as a rookie coming in, what do you do? Do you still stay or do you double up? Or do you say, I'm betting on do you say I'm betting on myself? I'm not going to get hurt. I'm going to go back and play again, get that bag and come back and hit him across the head and probably go first. He'd probably be the first pick next year.
This is the NFL. This is football. The risk is far too great. Ocho, we've seen it all go away in a single play.
Yes, sir.
We've seen it go away. I don't believe ain't no NIL deal gonna guarantee 40 million or guarantee 30 million.
Right.
We saw Caleb Williams, we saw Shedeur Sanders getting 5 million. You think an NIL deal gonna guarantee more than a coach?
Well, wait a minute now. Think about what school we talking about. We talk about
Ohio
Power 5
State.
school.
They're not gonna guarantee him more than day.
The boosters can guarantee whatever they want to.
They can.
The boosters can guarantee whatever they want to, especially, listen, to bring him back. You already know it's going to come. It's going to take hell and high water to do it, to even get him to thinking, Oh, you know what?
What's your goal? Tell me what your goal is. What was your goal? To play in the NFL? If somebody say, Ocho, you can go to the NFL, but you won't have to go to college. Are you going to college if you didn't have to go to the NFL, or you going to the NFL?
Oh, I'm going to the NFL.
Thank you. Because I don't think his goal was to play. It was a means to an end. I got to go to college in order for me to get to the NFL. But if somebody's going to hold on, you go to college, get a degree, make money. Now somebody wants to speed that process up for you, Ocho. If you're a student, let's just say I play piano. I'm a pianist.
Yeah.
And Carnegie or some famed opera house comes. We like you.
Right.
They not turning that down. Right. Why do they expect athletes? But most of the time, who the athletes look like, Ocho? Huh? Who they look like?
You know.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah. So turn that down.
Right.
An opportunity. I can come back and get my degree.
Right.
I can take online classes and get my degree. This is the NFL. This is the opportunity. This is what you laid in your bed at night. I didn't look, I'm just speaking for me, Ocho, and I'm gonna ask you what I did not lay in my bed when I was a kid saying, man, I can't wait to go to college. Woo! That's gonna be the opportunity that I can take care of my grandmother, I can take care of my family. Right. I'm looking up that tin roof, like, man, college is where it's gonna be at. I understood in order for me to get to my final destination, I had to have a layover. It's like sometimes, Ocho, you can't fly direct. Sometimes, no matter what the airline is, you got to have a layover.
Yeah.
College was the layover. But if I could have had a direct flight, well, I'm taking a direct flight. And most people, if cost is not an issue, they would prefer the direct flight.
Right. Yeah. Most definitely. I like
and if I get an opportunity, Ocho, to get 30 million, but the bigger thing is I take a year, I'm a year closer to 200 million, to 300 million.
Yeah.
So that's how you have to think. I can come back. If I wanted to come back and have that college experience, I did. Right. I was 2 quarters short of my degree. I came back. I didn't stay on campus. I lived off campus. Hey, boom. But it wasn't people wasn't taking online classes like they do now, Ocho. And I'm not so sure Savannah State had online classes at the time. But for me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That kind of money.
Yeah, I'm curious if you can, if you in asking the chat, do the poll, how many would stay and how many would stay in college and how many would leave. And I'm sure that the money factor plays a big determination on whether people stay or not. But I'm just curious to see what people's thoughts are and their opinions on the matter. But obviously, if I was Marvin Harrison Jr. and I'm sure Marvin Harrison Sr. also is probably, telling the same thing. Baby, this is something we worked on and we waited on all our life. And I think it would be in your best interest to enter the draft and hit that next step.
Well, he has
that layover is over.
He has a father that's been there and done that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Ocho, I would give my kids advice, and somebody else give them the same advice. It is just that it came from me. You my dad. What you know?
Right.
I would try to give my son pointers. He ain't listen to me. He listened to the coach. I'm like, but your dad played the league.
Yeah.
He ain't play.
Yeah.
I'm telling you how to run a route. I'm telling you what to do to do it.
The new voice. The new voice. The voice that they're not used to hearing.
Ocho, what do I know about football? Nick Bosa, outstanding defensive player of the year. Nick Bosa said Jalen Hurts has been figured out. Jalen is looking at the rush every play. You have to be disciplined and not give him a quick escape route where he can get to his guys quick. It paid off. Obviously, we put the blueprint out there. Hopefully, the Cowboys watch the tape. What is your take on Nick Bosa's comments, and have they figured out Jalen Hurts?
No, they haven't figured out Jalen Hurts. Obviously, listen, the Eagles are 10-2. The Eagles didn't play a good game. They lost 42-10, 42-19. I'm not sure what the end score was. They had Jalen Hurts, 19. They had Jalen Hurts extremely uncomfortable, didn't allow him to settle into the pocket and make some of the throws that we're used to seeing. He had to run, he had to scramble. There were some times he had like 6, 7 8 seconds in the pocket and had no one to throw to. The makeup and the DNA of that 49ers defense in its totality is different than any other team, all 31 other teams in the NFL. There ain't no other teams or defenses exactly like that. They match up extremely well across the board, from the interior to the secondary to the second tier, all the way across the board. And I'm not even going to talk about the goddamn 49ers offensively. They is a different juggernaut right now. But as far as them having the blueprint, other teams don't have the same personnel that the 49ers have to execute the same way they did when they just played them boys the other night. So, no, you didn't give anybody the blueprint, because even if they do have the goddamn blueprint, you don't have the personnel or the players to execute it the same way the 49ers did.
Yeah, I agree with you. And just because you beat someone, that doesn't mean there's a blueprint. You won.
No.
Now, and like you said,
you won good. You didn't just win. You won convincingly.
But Ocho, we've seen teams get beat. I mean, we saw Mahomes and them get beat several times last year. So every time somebody wins, we got the blueprint is out.
Nah.
Really, dude?
Nah.
Really, one game? So now they've lost 2 games. Yeah, okay, you did a great job. You did a great job of taking away the quick throws. Yes, they want to run a lot of what we call under routes. I don't know what y'all call them in today's time. We call them the quick push up, come right now. One guy clears, the guy comes up underneath. Okay, they did a great job of taking that initial throw away. And that's what you want to do. You want to take his initial throw away. And now I want to funnel him. I want to try to keep him in the pocket. I'm not going to run past him. Once I get even with him, I want to level off. Because if I run past him, Ocho, he's going to jump out the window and take off on me.
And he's gone.
And somebody with legs like Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson or Justin Fields, the one thing you don't want to do is run past them.
Yeah.
Because you ain't chasing. I don't care who the lineman is. I don't care if it's Myles Garrett. One of those guys jump out the window. You better hope you're not in cover 5, which is 22 man, with the guys back to him, because he gonna ain't nobody back there catching him going that way. So I agree with you. I do not believe that the poll, play one more year at Ohio State, 12%. Go to the NFL, 88%.
Okay, I figured that. I'm glad everybody's on the same page. I would love to know who the 12% is and why they would want to stay, but that's neither here nor there.
Murph donated $10. I disagree. That $40 million can stay $40 million with a bad organization versus a team versus a need for a team. This is what NIL is for. It makes college. Who said so? Who's to say that Ohio State is going to beat Michigan next year? So now he stayed another year to do what? So they don't win the Big Ten. They don't win the national championship, the college football playoff next year. Then what? Murph, appreciate the $10. We really appreciate you watching. But see, because what you gave me is a scenario him going to a bad team. Now give me the scenario in which he doesn't win the Big Ten, in which he doesn't win the college football playoff, and he gets hurt. Now what? What you gonna say, Murph? Donate another $10 to come back with another question.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Because you see what he did? Hey, $40 million going to a bad organization. Okay. Where is $40 million bad, Ocho? I don't know. Who?
I mean, listen, I'm not saying $40 million is bad, but Bryce Young, he got $40 million, right?
Yeah.
How they looking over there?
Okay, he could have went back to Alabama.
But he didn't go back to Alabama, and you understand, you see the circumstances and situation that he's in now.
But you understand, though, Ocho, when you come out in the draft, you're not going to a good. So you think that Bryce Young's supposed to go out and be able to go to Kansas City, or be able to go?
No, you want to go to Kansas City? Come on.
Exactly. All the good teams got quarterbacks. So if you're a quarterback, where you think you going? It's just like in basketball. Where you think you going if you? So you thought that you thought LeBron James was gonna come out and go to the Lakers with Shaq and Kobe. Is that where you're supposed to go?
No, but I'm just oh man, that's tough though, man. That's tough because I'm feeling bad. I feel bad. Not to go off topic, but I feel bad for Bryce. I feel bad for Zach. Now they got Zach. Zach starting again this Sunday. Now, I don't even know what to say.
He better say, hey, get that money. Demond Washington donated Shannon, times are different now. Guys getting paid more than some NFL, not guys that's going in the first round.
And especially not guys that are going top 3. We talk about top 3. We ain't just talk about somebody just getting drafted. We're talking about a top 3 player.
We're talking about a number 1 overall. First of all, guys that's not going in the first round ain't getting that kind of NIL money to begin with.
Anyway,
ain't no guys going in the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th rounds ain't getting no NIL deals. Right. So we're talking about basically the first round picks. The first round pick, the last pick in the draft, the 32nd pick, is going to make more money from the NFL than what Caleb Williams or Shedeur Sanders or what whomever the number 1 NIL deal got last year. The last pick in the draft, the last pick is going to make more than what Shedeur, Caleb Williams, or whomever the top NIL deal. Can you see who got the top NIL deals last year? And then give me what the 30th, 31st, and 32nd pick in the NFL draft got.
Coming up this
and guess what, Ocho? I'm closer to getting to the big payday.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. I'm trying to get this little bag to get to the big bag.
Barring injury.
Because the big
barring injury.
Guess what? If I'm gonna get injured, I'm gonna get injured on an NFL field. I ain't getting injured in college.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. I think that's a discussion, a debate that can go on and on and on, because regardless of
you selfish.
What points you make, that can go on and on, because
let me ask you this,
Ocho. Are different.
Ocho, all the people that saying, oh, he should go back. If your son had an opportunity to make $40 million, you tell him to go back to school. It's easy to tell somebody else's kid what to do now.
Right.
This is what we know, Ocho. It's easy to have an opinion on what somebody else would. Well, this is what I would do.
Right.
When you know damn well, given that same situation, you wouldn't do it. Ain't no way in hell you growing up in your situation and you got an opportunity and they say you sign your name on this dotted line, you got 40 million, you got 30 million, you telling your kid to go back to school. Y'all need to stop this, because y'all get on social media and y'all be up saying, y'all will say anything. And you know damn well, ain't nobody that's listening to this. The 31st pick in the draft got $12.75 million. Now show me the NIL deal. Bronny James has the highest NIL deal at 6.1. The 31st pick in the draft, double Bronny's deal. Now, last I checked, whoever got a kid, dad named LeBron James. Now, which one of these kids in the NFL? Marvin Harrison, his dad is Marvin Harrison Sr. He ain't LeBron James Sr.
Right.
So I want to know what football kid, Shedeur Sanders, had the highest NIL deal. He got 4.1. So the 31st pick in the draft got 4 times what Shedeur got. Now you tell me what you gonna do now, Ocho. I want people at home to tell me what you gonna do.
Well, I told you what I was gonna do. I was just curious to hear other people's opinions, because I didn't think everybody would agree on what you and I are saying about, listen, we going to the NFL. And like I said, that's why I said, please do the what do you call it? The
poll.
I do the poll, and just like I knew it, 12% say, shit, I go back. I don't know how. I don't know what they think about. I don't think, do they understand who Marvin Harrison Jr. is? This ain't just anybody. This is somebody that probably go maybe the 2nd, maybe the 3rd pick in the 1st round. I don't think they have, they're not understanding the context of who we're talking about.
Your kid.
There's no way.
Ocho. It's your kid. People at home, Marvin Harrison Jr. is your son. Now, you have to understand, now his situation is a little unique because his dad made millions. So it's not about money for him. But here's the thing. He wants his own name. He wants to be his own. He's like, Dad, I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me. Went to a very good school. I had the best of trainers. I had the best of the best. Now, because if you remember what LeBron asked, he asked Bronny, he said, well, what you doing? He said, I want to do this. He said, I want to do this on my own. He said, well, let's get busy. Let's go do it. Your son comes to you. I can go back to, and you know how inherently dangerous. We see those hits. We see those guys. We see those guys non-contact injury, Achilles, ACL, patella tendon. We see that. And you got an opportunity to go get 40 million And you gonna say, nah, son, I think you should go back to school.
Shit.
Okay.
So
I wish y'all the best with that. But hey, everybody's situation, hey, money is not everything for everybody. So
shit.
hey, that's what they want us to believe.
Yeah.
Have at it. Ocho, a woman threw her burrito bowl at a Chipotle worker, was sentenced to 2 months service in a fast food job. An Ohio woman has been sentenced to a month in jail and must work at a fast food restaurant for 2 months after she attacked a Chipotle worker. Rosemary Haney? How you pronounce it? Hain. Okay, Rosemary Hain was caught on video throwing food in the face of employee Emily Russell on September 5th at a Parma, Ohio Chipotle location.
Damn, it had to be in Ohio.
She was sentenced to 180 days in jail at the hearing last week, but the judge gave her an option. Instead, spend 30 days in jail and work the remainder of her sentence, 60 days, at a fast food restaurant. She must work at least 20 hours a week at whichever fast food restaurant she finds a job at. At the present time I'm reading this, she has not gained employment.
So she's still in jail then? She locked up?
Well, she got to do 20 days regardless.
All right, so when she get out,
she got to do 30 days. She got to do 30 days, and she got to do the remaining 60 days.
At employment. See, I like that. The judge was being gracious. The judge was being lenient because one thing that they don't do, or that people don't do, is they don't treat those in the service industry, fast food service industry, with respect. Yeah. You know, they're very rude. They're very mean to people. Listen, when I worked at McDonald's, I'd never forget. When I worked at McDonald's on 62nd Street, right across the street from Edison High School here in Miami, I remember people treating me like shit, like I didn't belong. You know, can I get some ketchup? Give me some more napkins. Can I get a straw? I'm like, whoa, relax. And everybody, and every time you turn around on Twitter, you got to fight at KFC. You got somebody through the drive-through throwing the food back at the person.
That food ain't that good. Food. I don't care what the restaurant is. Ain't no food that good gonna make me act a fool at the restaurant and throw the food. Come on now.
Depending on how hungry you are. Then what about I saw the McDonald's, the lady with the blender hit the lady at McDonald's hit the lady with the blender.
Yeah, she deserved that. She deserved that because
she was snapping.
I think she threw the food, threw a drink on
her. Yeah, she did.
That lady got that blender. It's like, hey, blend this.
Hold this. Hey, but that's dope. That's dope. Now you do your 30 days, and then when you get out, they should make her work at the same Chipotle that she had the incident at, right alongside with the lady.
Nah, the lady probably put the mitts on her. Did she gonna have to find another job at another restaurant?
Hey, that's dope.
Come on, look, Ocho, I get it. You know, sometimes you get frustrated. I mean, I've been in a place, and I like to be very specific when I order. You know, I don't want any ketchup. I don't want any mayo. I want this sauce. And then I get home,
right,
and I'm like, the burger got everything on it. I mean, I call it a refrigerator because everything that was in the refrigerator, they put it on my damn burger. Lettuce, onion, tomatoes, pickles, ketchup, mustard, mayo. I'm like, come on, bro. I just told y'all this. Right. But I ain't finna go back out there and throw my food in these people's face. It ain't that serious.
See, everybody different though. Everybody different. You know, like you say it all the time. Everybody don't play the way you play. So when it comes to their food, man, you know, black folk now. There's two things we don't play with. We don't play by it. We don't play about our money. We don't play about our food. Yeah. We don't play about our kids.
No.
They don't play with nobody's food, especially when you get the order wrong. You know how bad it is to sit in the drive-through, especially when it's a long line. You order specifically what you want, and then it comes on the menu exactly what you order, and then you get your food, you check it before you pull off, and they got the goddamn order wrong. And then when you say something and you address the person,
they got attitude with you.
They got attitude with you.
You messed it up. But I tell you what I will do, Ocho. I will go back up there. I say, excuse me, you got my order wrong. This is what I asked for, and this is not how it came.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. And I got a problem. I'm going back up there. I have a problem when I get orders wrong or when they do get my order wrong, but which is very rare being that I go to the same place over and over. I never take it back. I just eat it the way it is. I always my in the back of my mind, you know what? There are people that are starving, and I'm sitting here complaining about
my
order wrong. But boom, real. We go eat somewhere, and it make me feel so bad for them to get her order wrong at a restaurant we're going to eat at, and she's sending that food back. That really irks me. That bothers me. And every time I look at it, I look at it almost in disgust. Like, come on, man, what we doing?
We doing to get my order right.
Okay,
so guess what?
Listen, they put onions in there. Just take the onions off. You ain't got to send the whole plate for no onions.
So what I'm gonna do for that steak that cost $79, I'm gonna give them $59.
Oh, come on, man.
You got my order wrong. Man. I got the pay wrong. We good. Even swap ain't no swindle, Ocho.
Sometimes it's just too much though. It just that's simple stuff. You could just take it off your plate. Like it's little stuff you sending burgers back because they got tomatoes or they
overcharge me. Like, well, charge somebody else. You can make that money up, Ocho. You can make that money up. It ain't no thing. Come on, Ocho. They can make that money up.
Yeah, you don't understand. It's hard to explain. No. I don't want to make their job any harder than it already is.
I don't want to make my job any harder either. Eating what I didn't pay for. I ask it. Hold on. Why you asking me to order if you was gonna bring it how the hell you wanted to?
I asked for it medium. Sometimes in the kitchen they make a mistake. Sometimes they make.
Sometimes when I'm pulling out my money, I make a mistake.
I thought I gave orders.
Ocho, you know what? I thought that 10 was 100. So my bad. I walked up out of there. So it's supposed to be $150. I gave you 15. That's bad. I thought that was 100, Ocho. I really did.
See, you never see. I worked in the service, the food industry. So it's hard for you to understand where I'm really grasp what I'm talking about. But I want what I want. I used to be a server. Yeah. I used to be a cook. I used to be a hostess. So I come from a different place when I talk about these things because I'm talking through experience and what I had to go through dealing with multiple personalities,
Ocho.
Dealing with egos,
Ocho.
Dealing with people that felt they were entitled. So it's a little different. It hit different for me.
I can't work in a coal mine and then complain about being dirty. I chose that profession.
Right.
I chose that job.
I didn't have a choice. I had to make a living. I had to earn a living.
Oh, there's sanitation. You can pick up cans. Oh, there are other ways you can make it.
I was too young, man. Come on, now I'm in high school now. I can't be working in the damn garbage truck, man, in high school.
Yeah, they let you work in the garbage truck. So we would be a janitor. Y'all didn't have school janitors? We had school janitors at my high school.
I'm gonna go to school and be the janitor at the same time.
After school, when that bell ring, put your clothes on and get your ass out there and start mopping them clothes and sweep it up.
Come on, man. You shot out, man.
You talking about janitor. You talking about that's all I had. You said you wanted to use your head. You want to use your hand and your head. Well, I'm gonna put a broom in your hand and a hat on your head.
Man, listen, I did, man. People, if you understand what I had to go through, man, in college to make a living, man, you'd be like, damn.
Nah, I don't get no job in college.
And I ain't get no job in college.
No, no. Summer was my time to work. Once I got to school, once that was over, and I worked a little bit, had to catch chickens and stuff. But excuse me. No, Ocho, no, I wasn't gonna work. I wasn't gonna. No. How the hell I'm gonna play football and work and do my schoolwork?
Listen, I did all that. Listen, and I can tell. I mean, I could tell you, shit. We family now. I was at Santa Monica College. Listen, it took me 3 years. This is how bad I was when it came to school. It took me 3 years to get out of a 2-year institution. 1997. I worked at Kookaroos in LA. That didn't work out.
You went to JUCO, huh?
Yeah, I went to JUCO. Me and Steve Smith. We was together.
That's the 13th grade.
Yep. Hey, so I'm at Kookaroos, right? I worked at KB Toy Stores. KB Toy Stores in Crenshaw Mall. I worked at KB Toy Stores. Then I worked at Men's Land upstairs.
Yeah.
At Crenshaw Mall. And this way back in 1997. Let me see what else. 1998, the year I was ineligible at Santa Monica College. I was ineligible in 1998. Man, my mama pissed. My grandma wouldn't even let me come back to Miami. Like, listen, baby, I done watch my grandma. It's her favorite line. I wash my hands. I done all I can do. Mm-hmm. Make sure you stay up there with your mom in LA. Shoot, I had to make a living. Boom. I was working at the Right Track, exotic club, so I was dancing, making a little living. I was bringing in about like $2,500 a night. Right Track off of Florence. Yeah,
Man,
off the floor. Yeah.
hold on. Women pay to see you get naked?
Man, listen.
Or they
Listen,
paid to see you put your clothes on? Because you probably walked out there with a...
I ain't trying to be funny. I told you we family now. I wrote at the right track on Florence. This way back in 1998.
That's
they
the
used
wrong
to call
track.
They used to call me Twix. Because I was tall now, but I had a lot of veins, but I wasn't big.
So I thought they called you Twig for another reason. I thought they called you Twig, but okay, go ahead, tell the story.
No. They called me Twix. And always what I learned about the nightlife, and obviously when you're dancing as a dancer, you always dancing for the BBWs, the big women, because they tip good. They tip real good. They tip real good. So I would make it $2,500 a night. And
you ain't a lady if you ain't 180.
Yeah.
210, count your boy in.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. But man, listen, you know what having making Friday, Saturday, Sunday $2,500 a night. Going to school Monday morning trying to get my grades together so I'm eligible for the following football season. Man, I would live in life. Living life. Then boom. That's when I got my grades together, played in 1999. Dennis Erickson gave me that one shot at Oregon State. I ain't looked back since.
Yeah, you had a couple of more, the plus size ones, huh?
Oh yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with them, Ocho. Ocho, you know the saying. My grandpa used to say, boy, sometimes you got to slay a lot of dragons to get a queen. Yeah. Where the queen at?
Yeah.
She up in the castle. Sometimes you got to slay a lot of dragons to get one.
Yeah. The funny fact is because of my love or their appreciation for me during that time of my struggle and always blessing me, I had always chose to date and talk to those that were what we call BBWs.
Yeah.
I love them to death because they kept me above, they cut my head above water.
They like them rough times. Plus size women, they like them skinny dudes.
They love us. Love us, man.
What two big people gonna do? Take down a buffet? What y'all gonna do together?
I mean,
y'all be sumo wrestling in the bed.
You very rarely see two healthy people together. Very rarely. Yeah. One is small and one is of size, or I call it big bone, like my grandma used to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they was a blessing, man. They was a
blessing.
Oh, they was
how many you took a couple of them down? I'm sorry, Real.
She sleep.
You took a couple of them down. I ain't mad at you, though, Ocho.
This the past though, man. It's about 30 years ago. Ain't nothing. But they was a blessing. I love them to death. I love them to death. I never forget, boy. Goddamn right track, man. Good days.
Nah, bro, you're on the wrong track with that one though, Ocho. But I ain't got no problem. I mean, we all got.
We had to make a living.
They talk about skeletons. I ain't got no skeleton in my clothes. I got a graveyard. I got a graveyard.
Oh yeah, talk about it, man.
No, I'm gonna move this thing on. Check this out, Ocho. No. Some things, some things I gotta take to my grave. Some things I gotta take to the grave. Now I don't put a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah,
but some things got to go to the grave.
Okay.
A woman was shamed by her seatbelt for watching Magic Mike on the plane. A woman was watching Magic Mike Last Dance on her flight from Bali to Australia.
Yeah.
She then received a note from a passenger telling her, ask the Lord for forgiveness.
For the movie Magic Mike?
I asked the Lord for slapping his taste out your mouth. That's the forgiveness I'm asking for. Clearly, some airline thought Magic Mike was appropriate to show on the plane.
Oh, wait. They showed it on the plane?
On her seat. So how you could get to pick your own movie, Ocho.
Oh, yeah. Especially on a flight that long.
You pick your own movie. She gonna pass me a note, ask the Lord for forgiveness. See, people,
I could have swore the Lord said, don't judge.
The note said, if you want to accept his offer, you may pray this prayer. Dear Lord Jesus, I realize I'm a sinner. Well, I believe you bled and died to pay the price for my sin. I believe you rose from the dead and you live for forgiveness. Please forgive me and come into my heart and save my soul. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. That's a good prayer. But with it,
you already know where I got my Bible.
I'm a backslide. Where your Bible at?
You know Bible on the back. That was the Bible at right there.
Magic Mike isn't even a bad movie.
Oh, Joe,
I don't even think it's rated R. Is Magic Mike rated R?
Normally, they do a great job because the airlines, they understand. They're kids. Right. There's young children. And so, kids, they'll look over the seat. So they got to make sure it's on the up and up. I don't even think they got anything NC-17 on the thing.
Right.
I can see. Right. Now, I thought when Ash was explaining it to me, I thought somebody had the computer and was watching porn on the computer. Now, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, different ball game.
But if I'm watching something on my, I hate when people, I'm on the flight and they look over there and see what I'm watching. You got your seat. You can pull yours up. The hell you looking at what I'm watching for?
Hey, speaking of, you got to be careful opening Twitter in public too.
Oh man.
Hey, listen, you scroll down and scroll through the wrong thing and you open it and people around you, and especially if you got the sound on by accident, boy, Twitter gets you in trouble, boy.
Yeah, man.
That didn't happen many a times. I remember being at we call it the DMV. What y'all call the driver's license place?
DMV.
Y'all say DMV?
Yeah, man, that's what it is.
I open up the motor vehicle. I open up a thing because I'm got to stand in line. Place crowded, quiet. You get quiet as a church mouse. Everybody waiting to hear their number call. I'll open up my goddamn phone, go to Twitter. First thing I hear, everybody turn and look at me. I'm like, oh shit! I tried to circle back that bitch so goddamn fast, man.
Joe, what you got on your phone?
Not my phone, my followers, man. Somebody had tweeted some stuff that ain't got no business being online.
Yeah, I have to get up out of that.
Like, golly, embarrassing me in public. The people think I'm watching something I ain't got no business.
If I follow somebody and they follow that kind of stuff, and all of a sudden that thing pop up on my feed, I got to block you.
Yeah.
I got to block you, Ocho. I ain't gonna lie. I got to. You
Hey. Oh man, that's a good one, man. God,
man, hold on, Ocho.
What happened?
Real friend, the doctor.
Hey, Doc. What's up, Doc? What's up, sis?
Just
How you
donated.
doing?
Just donated $500. She said, Lord. Shannon, meet me for dinner this Saturday in LA.
Come on. There we go.
You can even order the lobster.
There we go.
You know how to reach me. Look forward to hearing from you.
There we go. Doc, come on now.
Check this out, Doc. I don't eat shellfish. So you ain't got to worry about me out ordering lobster, shrimp, scallops, oysters, clams, none of that.
Listen, let's stay on point now. She said meet her for dinner this Saturday in LA. Let's start there.
It all depends.
Let's start from the foundation. Let's start.
It all depends on what we talk about for dinner, what we eating.
Now listen.
Because see, y'all boys done ruined it. Y'all young ones, if you like y'all young ones, y'all 40 and down. See what happened, look. I get it, Ocho. I'm all for the O's too. I mean, but y'all take it too far. So y'all O's anything between the toes and the elbows. Y'all doing all that. But the problem that I got with y'all eating off everybody's plate. You remember when we was growing up, we couldn't go to everybody's house and eat. You remember we could go to church and eat off everybody's plate. Right. Y'all young boys eating off everybody's plate.
Whoa, but you got to understand, Unc, this is 2023.
I don't give a damn if it's 2043.
Okay,
you can't eat off everybody's plate. You can't eat everybody cooking.
I understand. That's why she said, meet me somewhere and go to dinner. Y'all going to dinner. Now, when you're planting a seed, that's how you build a foundation.
Don't wash their greens. Everybody don't wash their greens the same. You know what I mean?
You're right. It depends on who house you go out. That's why the first question you ask is who cooked.
You can't eat off everybody's plate. That's the problem that I got with you young fellas. You young ninjas, y'all eating off everybody's plate.
Who you calling young? I'm 55.
But hey, young? No, you ain't no 55. Ain't no 55-year-old eating sucking no toes.
Who?
Hey, look at no, not no 55. No, not the era I grew up in.
Not the era you grew up in. So baby, if you listen, stay with me real quick, baby. If you grew up in the era from way back then, do you know everything from when you grew up is not compatible with today's technology? At some point, you're gonna have to evolve. At some point, you're gonna have to evolve. You got to evolve with the times.
I don't have
left behind.
Ocho, I don't.
I bet you still got you still got that plastic on your couch. You still got that plastic. Remember how your grandma used to have the goddamn plastic on all the goddamn furniture in the house? You still got that, and you fall asleep on it, and you wake up and you be stuck to it.
Stuck to it. Ocho, check this out. Ocho, I'm very good at adapting.
Right.
I don't have a problem adapting. My problem is y'all eat off everybody's plate. And y'all, you know what I'm talking about. And you that's out here watching, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when you eat off everybody's plate.
Right. You know what? But you off topic.
I mean, we all know where the nose goes when the doors close. we know, right? You know where the nose goes when the doors close. But everybody plate. Everybody.
I don't know who everybody is.
I'm like Andre 3000. Everybody.
Hey.
Forever, ever?
Ever?
Come on, Ocho, man. Y'all got to Ocho. We in a school zone. Me and you, sometimes, Ocho, when you're in a school zone, man, the kids might all of a sudden pop out there. If you're in the neighborhood, you got to slow down.
Time? Can I ask you a question? What time is it right now? What time is it you at?
Almost 10 o'clock.
Man, school out. School out. You talk about the school zone and school is out. You supposed to be doing 65 or better. You on the 405 right now. We on the 405. And ain't even no traffic.
You know,
on the 405, it ain't no traffic right now.
It's traffic all the time in 405. Ocho, even if you got your seatbelt on, you can get a speeding ticket. Now, you might not get a ticket for not having a seatbelt, but you can still get a speeding ticket. You speeding right now, Ocho.
I'm not speeding. I'm not speeding. Bro. Baby, you gotta talk, Doc, man. Doctor just say, you know what? Meet me for dinner Saturday at 6, and he's scared. I think he's scared, baby.
Nah.
I think he's, huh? Come on, Unc, you gotta represent, man. You gotta represent, man. You gotta get it. You gotta stand on business, man. At least you gotta make me look good. Cause I talk good for you. You know, I told you was a good dude, you was a great man, and yeah, have you seen? She is gorgeous, man. Have you seen her? Yeah, you saw? Yeah. She,
you know, ain't nothing slow but walk. You know what I'm saying? I had the both here replaced. That's the only thing slow, don't shake.
Hey, baby, she just donated another $500. That's she $2,500 in the pot. $2,500. You know what you could do with $2,500? She done donated $2,500 to Nightcap in this economy. What does that tell you?
Tell me I ain't eating off everybody's plate.
She don't need them. She won't.
Yeah, she don't need you. She wants you.
That's what I want. I want to be wanted. Everybody want to be wanted.
Yeah. You shy. You shy. It's okay. You shy. Hey, we gonna work in. We gonna break you down. Hey, Doc, we gotta break him in a little bit. We gotta break him in. He old, man. He old. He like a razor phone. You know, the flip kind. He ain't really compatible with today.
You can still call. You do all that other stuff. I don't do nothing. All I do is text and call on my phone. Yeah. I ain't got no PayPal. I ain't got no apps. I ain't got none of that.
You ain't got none of that?
I ain't got no pay. I ain't got not one. What they call that? Them paying apps. What they call them?
Like Zelle,
or what other one?
Yeah. Called? You know what?
Venmo.
You need you know what? You need a woman in your life because you can't live like that. You're 55. You ain't got none of the most important necessities you need in life.
I got the best assistant in the world.
Right.
And when I call her, she'll Uber me. I ain't got no Uber app. I ain't got none of that on my phone.
That's all right. We gonna get you right. I need you married because when I listen, 2025 in the Bahamas, I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, I ain't find nobody all this time. Listen, God is putting it right before your eyes right now. And one thing the devil gonna do, the devil gonna play games you can't even see. You're acting like Ray Charles.
God put that in front of me.
Man, he done put it in front. He done put it in front of you 2,500 times. I'm not sure what you're looking at.
Check this out, Ocho. Top Sports Debate just donated $50 and said, stop dodging real friend and take your old single ass on that date. Give sis a shot. You lucky I'm married. We want to pick up a friend. Man, y'all hey, look at man. Y'all have been donating money to clown me, man. Man, y'all think this is.
Come on, huh? You got to stop playing.
I feel like y'all are.
Listen, you gonna act like Rusty the if you gonna act like Rusty the Clown, we gonna give you that. Now we need to go ahead. We gonna check back in with you Sunday and make sure you went on a date this Saturday. You know how to reach her. Doc, thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. We got to keep working on it. He's shy. He's very shy, especially in public.
Speaking of movies, Ocho, you tweeted earlier today. Since it's that time of the year, name a better Christmas movie than Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Please tell me something better than the Grinch. And look, one thing, The Preacher's Wife.
Friday After Next.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I said The Preacher's Wife.
Ricky Smiley.
You're right.
And Cat Williams.
But this is the funny thing about it. You said Friday After Next, Preacher's Wife, right? And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey's. Yeah. You notice how all of them are Christmas movies, but completely different?
Yes.
They're all Christmas movies, but completely different. I want to laugh.
I like Frosty Snowman too.
Funny.
Even though Frosty was sad. You remember Frosty, man? The man tried to put him on. He put him in the greenhouse and he closed the door and Frosty melted.
Yeah. Oh man. Chad, what's your favorite Christmas movie, man? Oh, what about The Christmas Story? You gonna shoot your eye out with the BB gun? Remember that?
Yeah.
The Christmas Story. Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one.
Yeah. Puka Nakua was asked about LeBron congratulating him on the Rams rookie record. Puka said, "If my girlfriend wasn't my screensaver, then then LeBron would probably be it." Ocho, what's your screensaver?
My screensaver is. Let me turn my phone your way so you can see my screensaver. Hold on.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, little French fry.
That's nice. Look at my screensaver.
What's your screensaver? Is that the world?
Whatever came on it. That's my screensaver.
Come on, man. We gotta come on, man. Come on, man.
Don't nobody pop up. Don't nobody pop up when you call. Don't nobody pop up. I ain't got none of that, Ocho. Ocho, I call, I text. That's all my phone can do.
Put some wallpaper on you. Put the dog on there. Put the dog in front of your screensaver or something, man. What a little ugly dog at?
Man, don't do that. Don't do that, Ocho. Don't do that, Ocho.
Wait, listen. What the dog? He in there? The dog in there?
No, he in the bed asleep.
Your dog got a bedtime?
See? Me and the dog in the bed.
Okay. I see you. Man,
that's my nugget. That's my nugget.
There you go.
So you see where he's sleeping? He got the whole side to himself.
Yeah, you need a woman in your life now and put a dog on the floor. That's my goal. That's my goal. I guarantee you, and I guarantee you this, and I guarantee you everybody in the chat, before 2025 gets here, the dog will be on the floor and there will be a woman in his bed. That's my goal. That's my purpose in life. God put me on earth to find a woman.
Ocho, I ain't gonna Ocho. There might be a woman in the bed, but that dog ain't gonna ever be on the floor. That ain't gonna happen. Listen, she could be in the bed.
You can't have the dog in the bed with you and the missus. You can't do that.
What I can't have is her in the bed with me and the baby.
Oh Lord! But
she got a choice. She got a choice. She got a place. She can sleep at her place, or she can sleep with me with the dog in the bed.
You know what? We're gonna work on you. It's gonna be a tough one.
That dog ain't going nowhere.
It's like
dog done slept in that. I promise you, since 2010, a dog has been in my bed every night since 2010. She lucky the big ones don't. If the big ones didn't snore, they'd be in there. I had a special bed made because I wanted all the dogs to sleep in the bed. So I got a 10 by 10. The bed is 10 feet wide, 10 foot long. So basically, it's 2 king size beds put together, combined.
Right.
For me and the little ones.
I like where you're going with it. I like where you're going
with
it.
Ocho, think what I'm doing, Ocho. She got to sleep next to me, Ocho, because he got a side by himself. So she got to sleep next to me.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying, sometimes when it's you and the wife and you or the woman or whoever you choose to be with,
ain't getting out that bed.
I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna work with you. You're gonna find a woman. You're gonna find a woman. Somebody gonna come into your life. It's probably gonna be the doctor too. She gonna work with you, and you ain't even gonna want them dogs in the room. You ain't even gonna want them dogs in the room. When she get a hold of you, I'm telling you.
Ocho,
that's how it works.
Ocho, do you know?
Stubborn.
Ocho, do you know what I went through?
You being stubborn.
Ocho, do you know what I went through to get that dog? If you knew what I went through to get that dog.
You told me the story. I know. Somebody had to travel. You had to pay her to travel. You paid $10,000. I know. I understand all that. I understand that. But you know what? You know what's gonna be here? Long when that dog is gone? Your wife. Your woman.
And guess what? You know what's gonna be here?
When you get old, when you get old and you need somebody to wipe your ass, you know who's gonna do it? That woman.
Them kids
that chick,
better come.
when you got to get pushed around at Whole Foods because you be eating that healthy shit, and in your wheelchair, you need somebody to push you and help you carry your groceries up the goddamn stairs. You know who's gonna do that? Your woman. The dog ain't be able to push you. The dog ain't be able to do that. Yeah, stay with me now. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I ain't gonna tell you what you want. Yeah, you keep playing around the dog this and the dog that. You're gonna be old and by yourself. The dogs ain't gonna be able to do all that help. All right.
Well, you know.
All right now. Now you keep letting time pass you by and thinking, you know what? I got
my daughter. You
years.
know what? I would call my daughter, but she got to get up and go to work in the morning.
Oh, you gonna put the load on the kids, huh?
They put the load on me.
Oh nah. Nah, that ain't how it worked there, Slim. That ain't how it works, Slim.
That is how it works.
That's what a woman. God puts a woman in your life for that.
Okay. You know what, Ocho? I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Baby up.
Hold
on.
Okay. Faith just donated $50. Said in Shannon's defense, dogs don't lie, cheat, they love unconditionally, they're loyal, and they're less expensive than women. Talk to him, Faith. Whoop, there it is.
Wait, she said
in Shannon's defense, dogs don't lie, cheat, their love is unconditional, they're loyal, and they are less expensive than women.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't agree with anything. I don't agree with anything that was just said.
You just spent 225. You spent 225 bands on Rail's ring. I ain't got no dog cost that, and the upkeep, and you bought Rail a car.
Let me tell you something. And when I get old and raggedy and can't move, guess who's gonna take care of me? Baby, you gonna take care of me when I get old and can't move?
Hell no.
Huh? Shit, she said she's taking care of me now. So boom, that was an investment. Now talk your talk. Talk what I'm about. When I'm old and gray, who gonna push me in the wheelchair? That one over there.
Well, I can't tell you gray because you bald head, because you might be gray now. Grow your hair out.
Nah, I ain't got no gray. I can grow a full set of. Speaking of hair, man, you know I did her hair today.
Oh, Rail.
Man, I had wash and set, blow dried it out and flat ironed it. And burnt my goddamn hand.
I ain't worried about that. Now, see me, you know, I got a little dry bar set up over here. You ain't know that?
What's a dry bar?
That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. I got a little dry bar set up. Ask Rail, she know what dry bar is. Ask Rail.
He took, what's another name for dry bar? Because he's saying something I don't know about. What's a dry bar? Huh? Oh, man, I don't use that.
That's me. I say I got a little setup in the crib.
You got a little setup. I got a whole goddamn salon. What you talking about, man?
That's what the hell you think dry bar is? I'm telling you, I got the same thing set up at the crib.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Boy,
you know what? Hey,
you ain't lived long enough to have that much hate in you.
Hold on. Who that was that you said they donated $50, right?
Yeah, Faith.
And say what they said again.
In Shannon's defense, dogs don't lie, cheat. Their love is unconditional. They're loyal, and they're less expensive than a woman.
Actually, you know what? The funny thing, one of the things I don't like what she said dogs are less expensive than a woman. Well, actually, so what I've done to eliminate all expenses as far as women necessities, I do them all myself. Facials, manicures. Listen, stay with me now, baby. I do facials, manicures, pedicures. I do her makeup, lashes, eyebrows, and her hair. I install wigs, extensions. I can color wigs. I can braid. I do all that.
All I wanted, look, I'm paying for all that because I
see what I'm talking about? So you ain't making no sense. You're agreeing with Faith, but then you willing and ready to pay for everything when I'm showing you how to save the money. Learn to do the things that she needs. All you need is YouTube.
Why you?
How about you? You said you got a dry bar. How you got a dry bar, but you willing to pay for everything?
Check this out.
Learn to do it.
I got a lot of stuff.
I got
let me ask you a question.
I got it, but I learned how to do it. So
let me ask you a question. You got pots and pans? You still eat out.
Right here.
You ain't exactly.
I
you ain't cooked nothing.
I cooked today.
Boy, you
baby, did I
water.
not cook for you today?
No.
I cook her salmon, macaroni and cheese, and broccoli with the croissant roll, the Pillsbury croissant roll. What you talking about?
Well, I ain't eating no salmon. I eat salmon, but I don't eat none of that.
I said salmon. Hey, I said the L.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sal. Yeah, I don't want Sal.
Salmon. Well, goddamn it, they put an L in that motherfucker. I'm saying L. Salmon.
You know what? Nikki Grant said, just want Shannon to know how fine he is. I think he's with a gorgeous. I think he is with that gorgeous smile. You're okay too, Chadford. Good night.
I'm
Good night, Shannon. And Shannon only. That's what I'm talking about, Nikki. You heard what Nikki said?
I'm okay.
Okay, Chadford.
I don't know if Nikki can see.
Maybe she's all just fine.
Can you see, Nikki? Can you this? Like you this? What you talking about? I'm okay. Shoot, man, I was
hating.
I ain't hating. I'm just saying I was 2007. I was sexiest man of the year in 2007.
Why they can't come to the chat and give me a compliment? Why you got to get all the compliments?
I don't like the way she came at me. Talk about, oh, Chad, you okay? I ain't okay. Shoot, I'm a 10, baby.
On a scale of 100.
Yeah. He say I'm a 10 on the scale of 100. Hey.
Uncle J say, Unc and Ocho, what's your most embarrassing NFL moment? Also, Uncle Ocho, for your health, stay away from Andre Ward. He'll hit you so hard, you'll eat healthy.
Man, please. I'm going to beat Andre Ward.
He ain't know about, I think, you talking about the boxer.
Oh, yeah.
You need to stay away from him. You need to stay away from him, Ocho.
Shit me. I'm shit me. I was born for this. Tell me. Hey, didn't we just talk about competing earlier? No matter what it is, we gonna compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me either you're gonna become a lesson or you're gonna one or the other.
Learn a lesson.
Become a lesson
or learn a lesson. Okay.
One of them gonna happen.
Bree said, Unc and Ocho, love the show, but who's your top 5 greatest route runners of all time? I believe Ocho
number one is
them.
me. Number one is me. Number one is me, and any player with what?
I ain't Ocho.
Okay.
You know what, Ocho? I'm tired. You know what? Ain't no sense of, you on Nightcap, Ocho, the greatest route runner there. Ocho, yeah.
You know, I play a lot of games. I always horse around, but when it comes to that route running, ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing necessarily like that. And and even those that are playing now and those from my day and those before me, they'll tell you that. That boy's something serious. Especially with
Canterbury on Unc and Ocho. Did you hear about 2J Hushmanzada have a stalker that changed her last name to his?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a crazy stalker?
Yeah, she right here in the house now.
God damn, Rev. You stalk Ocho?
Yeah, how you think we got to this point?
You ain't called the cops on him?
Nah, boy, I wasn't calling the cops on that, boy. If you saw what I saw, no saw.
So you open the door and let her in, huh?
I ain't had no choice. I ain't had no choice.
Jew said Unc and Ocho, big fan, just got out 3.5-year relationship. Have been listening to old podcasts to help me pass time. Any advice from either of you on how to move on?
Wait, you just got out of a 3.5-year relationship, right?
Yeah. The harder look. If you invested time, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because anytime you invest in something and it doesn't work out, it's hard. It's not easy to move on. No. But each day, and it all depends on the type of relationship and how far along. And I understand 3 years, but how? Because for me, I look at it like, how do I put this, Ocho? It's Time is the one thing you can't get back. I don't look at it as like I wasted this many years. I wasted that many years. It wasn't meant to be. And it's kind of like, see, love is funny, Ocho.
Yeah, it is.
Love is the only thing that will kill you but keep you alive to feel it. And so it's kind of like when people ask me, say, well, Shannon, and I've had people ask me, like, Shannon, how do you get on? Like with death, how do you get on? I say it doesn't get easier. You just deal with it better. Because you never get over it.
Yeah.
Now, a relationship, it all depends on how involved. Because the more you involve, see, relationships is easy to get over when you're the one doing the breaking up. Ocho, it's easy to leave.
Yeah.
It's easy to leave. When you want to, I'm out the door. I ain't thinking about it no more because before you made that decision, you probably checked out a lot sooner mentally.
Yeah, mentally you already
before you actually made the exit, or you summons up the courage to say, babe, this ain't working no more. You probably had already checked out. But when the other party says that they want to go in another direction and you're not willing and you're not wanting that to happen, it's tough, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, trust me, it's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I can speak on this. Obviously you were with someone for 3.5 years. I started dating, honestly, back in 1983. And the funny thing about it is everybody left me. You know, since 1983, every relationship I've been in, every woman built up the courage to leave me at some point. So I understand what you're going through. I empathize with you. I understand it does get easier with time. Over time, it gets easier.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You just have you deal with it better.
Yeah, most definitely. And then obviously, I think about it at this standpoint.
Yes.
Who was taking care of who? Who was paying the bills? So are you really losing anything outside of an expense? I look at it from that point of view. It's unfortunate. If you having trouble getting over her and having any issues, feel free to come on down here to Miami. I can send you to some places that can cure you in maybe 2-3 days. You probably wouldn't remember who she is. So just let me know. You know how to reach me, man. Just hit me in my DM, and I got some friends that'll show you around Miami. Yeah, you'll be all right. I got you.
It takes time. I mean, and the longer the relationship, the harder it is to get over because, like you said, you've invested 3 years, you've invested 5 years, you've invested 10 years.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and for like when I was younger, Ocho, and I'm still kind of like this. If I'm with someone and we meet that person together, I break up with that person, I break up with you too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait. So, damn, you tough.
I'm just moving on. It's
so you moving on from that individual and friends
and the friends that we met together. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Damn, that's tough.
But it was hard. It was easier when I was younger. Because I had other things to focus on. I was so busy with my career. And now it's a lot easier because with Nightcap and ESPN and trying to create other ventures and things like that, trying to come up with other things that could possibly work. It's your mind is not. It's just like when I just had Undisputed and you break up and people didn't know. People didn't know what I was going through, but it was coming home to the dogs and every day to hear those voices bark. Okay, now I gotta, because Ocho, it was tough. I don't tell anybody this. It was tough.
Right.
And it was another, I was like, hey, give me a reason to wake up. To see those, to see the I'm up, they up.
Right.
Talking to my sister. She's like, Shannon, I remember one night I went to bed. I said, Lord, I'm 50. I said, I know you didn't bring me this far to bring me this far. Ain't no way you're going to leave me now. And I thought that over and over.
It was that bad?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was,
Damn.
Ocho. It was. It was. But I just always thought, my brother and I used to have a saying, Mary Porter rate, THW, 3 the hard way.
Mhm.
And I always thought about that. Think about what you overcame just to
Right.
get here.
Mhm.
Forget everything else. Think about everything you overcame in your 50 years of existence just to be in this very spot.
Right.
And you think God is going to turn his back on you now? I got up one morning. I called my sister. I mean, I used to have to be to work at 4 o'clock then. So I got up at 3 o'clock. I mean, woke up and I'm on my way to work. I told my sister, I said, Buck, I'm all right. She said, thank you, Jesus. I hung the phone up. Once I said, God, I know you didn't bring me this far to bring me this far.
Mm-hmm.
Call my sister. Because my sister's my sounding board.
Yeah.
I mean, man, my brother, we close, but my sister, that's my right hand. That's my left side, but that's my right hand. I'm gonna run something by her, and she gonna give me an honest opinion. A lot of times I might not like what she have to say, but I know she gonna give it to me like nobody else.
Right.
And so once I said that, I'm like, okay, I'm good. And it was tough. It it was tough, Ocho. I don't. And see, I like think a lot of man. I ain't never been in love, bro. It was
Shit.
tough. It was tough. But like I said, and there were some things that happened
Mhm.
that shouldn't have happened. But
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. And now I'm cool.
Yeah.
We cool.
Hey,
I wish her nothing but the best.
yeah, you know what's funny though? When I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it, and everybody in the chat that's watching, fellas, ladies, those that are in relationships, those that have broken up or parted ways with people that they loved before, is you never ever really see someone's true colors or true intentions until a situation is no longer convenient or beneficial.
Yeah.
When a situation is no longer convenient or beneficial, then their true colors come out.
Yeah.
So that whole love and whatever it may be, it probably never really was. It's just the opportunity itself created the illusion that they actually love you when they really didn't, because the opportunity and the convenience of that situation had deteriorated.
Yeah.
And that's a harsh truth.
Yeah, it takes a special type of a person to be hurt and not try to hurt the person that hurt them. Because our natural instinct, I mean, hell, dude cheap shot me, I'm gonna get his ass back. At some point in time in the game, I'm gonna get you back.
Right.
But at some point, as we start to mature, we get older, it's not to get back. It's not to get even, it's to move on.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to get you back, I don't get to move on because I'm here. You're back there, and I'm trying to get you back, and I need to be progressing.
Yeah.
And once you would like I said, Ocho, I think that comes with age. That comes with maturity. Because and I think and it's for me is that just move on. You don't want me for whatever reason. The new guy is more handsome. He has deeper pockets. He's more loving. He's more understanding. He commends you. He pats you on the back. He tells you how great you are. And that was the biggest thing, is that not telling someone. I mean, the love. I think the thing is that the constant praise. I mean, it's just hard for me to tell somebody 15 times in a day, you look good and I love you and all that.
Listen, that's one of the most irritating things, having to reassure someone constantly of the same thing over and over and over and over, because are you lacking maybe self-confidence or whatever. That's very draining.
Yeah.
Very draining.
But and then I different people. Ocho, this is what I tell people. I'm the most outgoing introvert that you'll meet. And I think people see me on television and they think but I'm
That's
totally
you.
opposite.
Complete.
I'm home and I'm quiet. Because I like to be by myself. I can carry on a conversation. I can go anywhere, and I can present myself. But I think what it was is that I grew up when I had my brother. Then he went to school. It was just me. So I would come home. My sister's 8 years older. My sister's dating. So it's just me. And I go to college. I go to one party, and it's just me. I didn't really hang out. I'm not in guys' rooms, and I'm outgoing, but I'm an introvert, and so it's hard. Me and relationships are hard. It's hard.
Maybe that's why the fact that you're opening up a little bit about it. Maybe that's why you're so reluctant right now, because you've been through so much. You've been hurt before. You love, and now you just
who hasn't been hurt?
But now I'm getting a better understanding, and the people that are listening and watching getting a better understanding why you are so difficult in that specific area in your life.
Yeah, but Ocho,
I feel like I'm your therapist. Come here.
Ocho, but you have to understand, Ocho, I'm in a different place now. So I have to be extremely cautious. Hey, baby. Hey, Pookie.
Say hi. No?
You see.
Don't forget you then. She just woke up.
Just woke up? Man, it's 1:30.
Yeah, she just woke up, taking a nap.
Uncle Jay asked another question. He said, Unc, I'm only 22 years of age, but I have a feeling I'll probably be alone forever with no kids, and I'm fine with that. Heard a lot of folks say that's bad. False. Society says that we should get married and we should have kids, but you have to do what's in the best interest of you, because society ain't going to love them kids. Society ain't going to pay for them kids. Society ain't going to pay for you to be in that. So, man, society, man, look here. We gotta please ourselves and stop worrying about what people think of us. And we get a lot of that on social media. Social media make everybody think everybody flying private jet, everybody got Pateks and Rollies, and everybody got, Cullinans and all this. Bro, they don't.
It ain't real life.
No.
It ain't real life.
The times are hard out here, Ocho. When the last time you found some money on the ground? That's a hard time here right now. Usually, I mean, when I was a kid, I walk outside and find a quarter, dime, or something.
A dime or something. Nah.
You can't even find a penny on the ground. When last time you found a penny on the ground?
If you got to do what works for you, man. Obviously,
you do.
There's always a social construct on the way things should go. Rules that we're supposed to abide by, for what I like to call human morality. Those guidelines we got to follow, but it don't work for everybody. It don't work for everybody. You got to do what works for you. Do what's best for you. And that's exactly what I've done. Obviously, I didn't do anything the traditional way. The traditional way it should be done, I didn't do anything that way. But the way I did do it, it works for me, and I make it look damn good.
You make it look good?
Yeah, man, I make it look good. I make it look good.
Young K. Ismail Flores just had ACL surgery. What advice do you have while dealing with an injury as a former athlete? Chad, please don't say McDonald's.
Whoa,
bro, just keep a positive mind.
Wait, say the question again.
He said, he just had ACL surgery. He said, what advice do you have while dealing with an injury as a former athlete? As former athletes, we're former. I still am. I mean, Ocho ain't no athlete, but I am. Chad, please don't say McDonald's.
I'm not even gonna say that. I've never had any injuries, so I really have no expertise on actually answering that. But I mean, obviously, tearing your ACL, you want to get back as fast as possible. Take therapy and rehab very seriously. Yeah. Take it just as serious as whatever you were doing that got you hurt. As much as you love that sport or whatever you might have been doing, take it just that serious to get back. Rehab, therapy, taking care of yourself. I mean, that's the best I could tell you. It's hard for me to actually answer, being that I've never been in that position to have to rehab or have therapy to get back to something I love. But I'm sure you love running around.
Bro, you know me, Ocho. I done had both of my hips repaired. I had one, and then 6 months later, I had the other.
Damn, huh?
I was like, bro, man, my
like
sister about to.
You iRobot.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Shakira said, hips don't lie now. The hips don't lie. Oh, yeah. What?
Well, you
I
a robot,
wanna
man.
be. Oh, I can't say that. You remember that? Hey, Peter
Yeah.
Gabriel song Sledgehammer.
Mm-hmm.
Black Hammer come to town.
I know what you're talking about now.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ocho? Hey.
Oh man.
That's it, Ocho. Please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're at 417,000. We could not have done it without you guys. You've been so supportive since we've been coming on air. We've only had the channel for about 8 weeks now. And the leaps and bounds that we've made, the way we've grown, the support that you've given us, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. Please go to Apple, wherever you can leave your reviews. Leave your reviews. Let us know what we can do better. Let us know what we can improve on. Let us know what we can do more of, what you'd like to hear us do less of, because at the end of the day, yes, it's our show, but we want to make sure we're trying to service everybody. And that's not always the case, but we like to think that our menu is really broad and there's something on the menu. So when we come on for hour 45, 2 hours, we think that there's something on the menu that you can receive. So thank you again. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. And remember, we pinned Shea by Laportier at the top of the chat. Make sure you go get the holidays around the corner. Make sure you go ahead and get your bottle for you or someone that you love. So thank you again. The Lakers beat the Pels 133-89. The Patriots take down the Steelers 21-18. Ocho and I both agreed that Marvin Harrison Jr. should leave Ohio State and go get that NFL money.
Yeah.
Ocho and I both disagree with Nick Bosa. I don't think the league has figured out Jalen Hurts. The poll agrees with us, Ocho, that Marvin Harrison Jr. should go to the NFL. So we'll see you again on Sunday night. After Sunday night game, and again on Monday. Again, thank you guys for watching another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite sports uncle, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, Cincinnati Bengals legend. And we're out.
I love y'all.